Hi, I'm Richard Jeffries from Newbridge Financial Services. A really big question that we're getting asked a lot at the moment is it harder to borrow money now than it has been previously? And in this really short video, I thought we'd take a look at how hard it was previously to borrow money and how the landscape looks now if you're trying to apply for a loan. So if we have a look back in the early 2000s, it was quite easy to borrow money. Banks were very relaxed with their lending policy, and in fact you didn't actually need a deposit to purchase a house back in the early 2000s. And then what happened, we had the global financial crisis, and banks very much tightened up their lending policy and made it harder for you. And one of those ways was insisting that you had a minimum of a 5% deposit, or even some cases 10% deposit saved after the global financial crisis. And then the lending very much settled into a nice pattern there where you needed the deposit. If you showed the income that was required for the loan you were applying for, then you were on your way to getting an approval. And then more recently, in 2018, we had banks being forced to look at your living expenses. So as part of that, they're asking applicants to complete a budget and also, in many cases, provide bank statements so they can see how your spending aligns with what your budget is. And they're using that as your figure to determine your living expenses, whereas in these earlier years, they would just use a set figure based on the number of adults and children within your household. So that gives you a really quick look at, over the last 18, 19 years, how the lending landscape has changed. And really, the best advice we can give you is to make sure that your spending and that your budget match up, particularly 3 months before you make an application. If you'd like more information, please visit our website at www.nbfs.com.au or get in touch, and we'd love to try and help you with your finance options. Thank you.